Hello, welcome back to the Let's Ditch Misophonia channel. Today we're going to be doing an EFT session, and if you are new to EFT, I highly recommend that you check out my tutorial on my channel first. If you just jump in and follow along today, you can still get a lot of value from it. And I will also suggest that if you watch the tutorial first, you'll likely get even more value from today's session. So if you haven't watched that, I encourage you to do that first and then come back to this video. If you've already watched that session or you're already familiar with EFT or emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping, then we are going to dive right in. So today's session, obviously you have the video title in the description. I want to talk a little bit about, go into some more detail about what we're going to cover in today's session. And that is resentment that can often be associated with misophonia experiences. However, EFT, this session in particular, you can use it for any kind of resentment. It doesn't have to be specifically something to do with misophonia, but of course, on this channel, we're going to focus on misophonia. So specifically with misophonia and resentment, have you ever felt like there's just something that you can't let go, or there's something that's eating away at you and you know it's not healthy, you know it's not helpful or useful to continue thinking about it or to let it take up any more of your mental capacity or and even emotional capacity, but you just can't let it go. It's just eating away at you. That's what we're going to tap on today. So maybe there's a conversation that you've had with someone. Maybe you were trying to describe your experience with misophonia and this person called you crazy, or they told you to just get over it. Maybe somebody made noises at you on purpose because they thought it was funny. Or again, the session can be for any kind of resentment or frustration. So it doesn't have to be misophonia specific, but that's what we're going to tap on today. And this session, I'm excited to put this one together because this is something that I struggled with for a long time. I had been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. And so I like to overthink and rethink and replay situations through my mind over and over and over again. And so there are times when there's something that I'd want to move on from or get over because I knew that it didn't really matter and it wasn't serving me and it didn't need to affect me, right? It's kind of how they talk about, being angry at someone or feeling vindictive or trying to get revenge or being mad at someone and not being able to forgive them. It's like drinking the poison, right? This is something that I struggled with a lot, in particular with family members who didn't quite understand my experience with misophonia and who would tell me things like, you're crazy, just get over it, you're being dramatic, etc., etc. And so I knew that I wanted to let it go, especially once I cleared up my misophonia. I'm like, this doesn't matter anymore. This isn't even an issue for me. But I was still holding on to it, and it was only hurting me. Holding on to this anger and frustration and resentment was not doing anything to the other person. It was only hurting me. So I wanted to put together this session because through rapid resolution therapy, through RRT, and also EFT and other modalities, this is something that I've been able to work through, and I don't carry a lot of resentment anymore. I don't carry a lot of guilt. I don't carry a lot of shame. It's just something that now I'm able to clear up for myself. And so I want to support other people in moving past those feelings as well and just finally just releasing them and letting them go for good. So I'm really excited to put this session together. This is just something that popped in my head. I was working on some other stuff and this idea popped in my head and I said, yes, I need to record that today. It came into my head today. I scripted it out. So you will see me looking down and up a couple times because I am reading from a script. So again, today's session, when you just can't let something go, it's just eating away at you, we're going to release that today. All right, so getting started, remember the scale. And if you're new to EFT, check out the tutorial. And also if you're someone where the scale doesn't resonate with you, that's okay, just forget it. If you do like the scale though, go ahead and ask yourself on a scale from 0 to 10, 0 being this isn't a problem at all, to 10 being this is the worst experience of my life. This thing is just completely eating away at me. It's the worst thing ever. Where do you find yourself at on that scale? If you're someone who doesn't like the number scale, think of it as smiley faces. So really angry and frustrated to really happy, or again, just skip the scale if it's not for you. So where do you find yourself at on that scale? And then we are gonna start with the karate chop. And again, as always, I'm going to say the line and then I'll give you some space to repeat after me. So if you're able to say it out loud, it always helps when your mind can hear your own voice. And also, if you're in a space where that's not possible or it's just something you're not comfortable with, listening to my voice is okay too. I really encourage you though to say it out loud after me to get the most out of this session. So I like to start with taking a deep breath in and out. Just getting yourself really comfortable. And then we're going to start with the karate chop. Even though I'm experiencing this resentment, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. We'll do that again. Even though I'm experiencing this resentment, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And one more time, you can say it with me at the same time. Even though I'm experiencing this resentment, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Amazing. Go ahead and take another deep breath in and out. And then we're going to move into the sequence. So we're going to start with the top of the head. And again, I'll be looking down. You'll see me looking down because I am reading from a script today. So we're going to start with the top of the head. They should know better. They should know better. And above the brow, they can't get away with this. They can't get away with this. On the side of the eye, how do they not know? How do they not know? And under the eye, how do they not get it? How do they not get it? And under the nose, they'll never learn. They'll never learn. And then the chin, this is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. And the collarbone, my mind is occupied by this. My mind is occupied by this. And then the side, I'm so distracted. I'm so distracted. Amazing. Go ahead and take another deep breath in and out. You might have heard my dog just do that over here. Go ahead and shake out any of that excess energy if you need to. And then when you're ready, if you're a scale person, bring up that scale, right? Make sure you adjust it. So if you were a 5 out of 10, now it's going to be 0 to 5, 0 being not a problem at all, 5 being the worst thing ever. Where do you fall at on that scale? And you can go ahead and rewind and replay this video as many times as you need to so that you can get as close to 0 or 1 as possible, and then move into the affirmations. And again, remember, if you're stuck at a 3 or a 2 or whatever, that's okay, right? Just get out of this session as much as you can. Don't stress too much about getting to that lower number. This is really just about feeling some release, letting those weights lift, and whatever you can get done in this session is amazing. So you can replay this, and then now we're gonna go into the affirmations. And for the affirmations, I'm adding in an extra tapping point, and that's gonna be the wrists. And that's gonna be at the very end. I'll call it out just like I did for the sequence, but I wanna give you a heads up that I'm adding that one in as well. So let's go into the affirmations, starting with the top of the head. I am choosing myself. I am choosing myself. Above the brow, I'm releasing what isn't mine. I'm releasing what isn't mine. On the side of the eye, choosing clarity and light. Choosing clarity and light. The under eye, I'm only responsible for myself. I'm only responsible for myself. Under the nose, I'm growing and moving forward. I'm growing and moving forward. And then the chin, focusing attention on what's useful. Focusing attention on what's useful. In the collarbone, and releasing the rest. And releasing the rest. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. Releasing the rest. In the side, taking a deep breath in and out. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then the wrists, and away it goes like a balloon into the sky. And away it goes like a balloon into the sky. Amazing job. And again, as usual, if you'd like to run through the affirmations again, whenever I do sessions on my own, I usually go through them a couple times. Rewind this video, and then you can watch it again to this point. Thank you for watching another episode on the Let's Ditch Misophonia channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a new video, and also go to the link in the description, sign up for my email list so you can stay in the know on how we can work together and get access to the free resources that I share with my community. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I will catch you in the next video.